Kate Middleton just did something no royal has ever done before. She climbed the 3 highest peaks in Britain in 24 hours, solo just over a year after finishing chemotherapy. And when she finished, her husband and 3 children were waiting for her. This is Royal News Spot, and today we are celebrating the most inspiring royal story of the year. Just over 1 year after announcing that her own cancer was in remission, Catherine, Princess of Wales, completed the National 3 Peaks Challenge over the weekend. She climbed 23 miles solo across the highest mountains in England, Scotland and Wales in 24 hours. The 44-year-old scaled Ben Nevis in Scotland, Scafell Pike in England and Snowdon, also known by its Welsh name, Llwydfa in Wales. That's a total elevation gain of over 10,000 feet, trekking 23 miles on foot and travelling more than 460 miles by road between the 3 locations. And she did it to raise money and awareness for the Royal Marsden cancer charity, the hospital where she underwent cancer treatment. What a lot of people don't realise is just how tightly run this operation actually was behind the scenes. Kate wasn't simply dropped at each mountain and left to figure out logistics. She was driven from Scotland down to England and then on to Wales by a dedicated team from Kensington Palace, coordinating the entire route against the clock so she could hit all 3 summits within the 24-hour window. According to the official 3 Peaks Challenge measurements, the route demands climbing 23 miles with a total elevation gain of just over 10,052 feet, and Kate did every step of the climbing portion herself, solo with mountain rescue teams positioned along the route purely for safety support, not to help her up. At the end of the climb, Kate was greeted by her husband, Prince William, and their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, as well as her parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, and her brother, James Middleton. The palace on Sunday shared a photo on social media of Kate at the top of one of the peaks, with a caption personally written by the princess. The image showed her at the Ben Nevis summit on the Saturday evening, smiling broadly. Dressed in a cagoule with her hood up and her trekking poles strapped to her back. She said, "I have taken on the National 3 Peaks Challenge, not simply as a physical endeavour, but as a chance to explore life beyond diagnosis and to give something back." This was not just a physical challenge, this was a statement, a declaration that cancer does not define you, that life after diagnosis can be full, active and meaningful. Kate revealed in 2024 that she had been diagnosed with cancer and was undergoing preventative chemotherapy. She has not shared publicly the type of cancer with which she was diagnosed. Nearly a year later, in January 2025, she announced she was in remission and gradually resumed public engagements. It's also worth remembering she had only just returned to Royal Ascot earlier this month, on June 17, for the first time since her diagnosis, so this climb came barely 2 weeks after stepping back into one of the most high-profile dates on the royal calendar. Going from a public appearance at Ascot to a solo 23-mile mountain endurance event within a fortnight gives you a sense of just how far her recovery has come. But she has been open about the toll the illness has taken on her and her family. In an emotional video statement released on Sunday, Kate said, "Lots of people have asked me why I'm doing this challenge, and partly it's personal. I'm so grateful to be here, to be strong enough to walk these hills. But more importantly, it's to give something back and acknowledge really all the incredible work going on up and down this country." She continued, "I've met some incredible people, those people who are living with and beyond cancer, and I know personally how difficult that journey is." And I really wanted to use this opportunity as my way of contributing to all the wonderful work that's going on, and in particular to support the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity, an organisation very dear to me, but who do extraordinary work supporting those living with and beyond the disease. The Royal Marsden Cancer Charity supports work at the hospital where she underwent months of treatment. She is also joint patron of the Royal Marsden NHS Foundation Trust alongside Prince William. That patronage is more recent than people often assume. William and Kate only became joint patrons of the trust in January 2025, right around the time Kate announced her remission. William's connection to the hospital actually goes back much further than hers, though. He has served as its president since 2007, nearly 2 decades now, long before any of this became personal for his own family. But here is the detail that makes this story even more powerful. According to Kensington Palace, Kate is the first member of the royal family to complete the National 3 Peaks Challenge. Think about that. The first royal to complete one of the UK's toughest endurance events, just over a year after finishing chemotherapy. And she did it solo, supported en route by Mountain Rescue. The challenge is genuinely grueling. It requires climbing the highest mountains in Scotland, England and Wales within 24 hours. The route includes about 23 miles of hiking and a 10,000-foot total ascent. And the weather can be brutal, windy, rainy, even icy at the summits. Kate started on a Saturday evening and hit all 3 peaks within the 24-hour window. She was supported by mountain rescue teams along the way, but she did each climb on her own. She did it for all the cancer survivors who need to know that life after diagnosis is possible. She did it to prove that strength comes in many forms. In her written statement, Kate spoke about the deeper meaning of the challenge. She wrote, "Every year, hundreds of thousands of people in this country hear the words no one wants to hear. What follows is a path that tests every part of who we are, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. The challenges ripple outwards, touching families, friendships, work, and the quiet moments we spend alone with our thoughts." She continued, "Cancer doesn't just affect the body. It changes how you think and feel and profoundly affects every aspect of life. I know this personally, and that the journey through and beyond treatment requires more than medicine alone." That is the heart of this story. Kate is not just climbing mountains. She is showing the world that cancer recovery is not just about medical treatment. It is about living again. It is about caring for the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. She is raising awareness for holistic care, which she described as treatments that complement clinical pathways and support patients' ability to maintain their well-being. Resilience and quality of life during an exceptionally difficult time. In fact, in a part of her statement that hasn't gotten as much attention, Kate went even further on what healing actually means to her. She wrote, "Healing, whether personal or collective, is not just about fixing what is wrong. It is about finding balance in how we live, between effort and acceptance, between control and trust, between thinking and simply being." She added, because in the end, bravery isn't just about pushing forward. It is about knowing how to stay grounded, connected and present, no matter the terrain or landscape you are walking through. She also had a powerful message for cancer survivors together. We can stand alongside everyone navigating life with cancer, ensuring no one faces this disease feeling unseen or unsupported. Please know you are not alone. What makes this challenge so significant is not just the physical achievement, it is the message behind it. Kate is using her platform to reshape the conversation around cancer. She wants to ensure that holistic care, the kind that supports patients emotionally and spiritually, not just medically, becomes a standard part of cancer treatment. As she put it herself, we have an opportunity to reshape what the future of holistic cancer care looks like, enabling more people nationwide to access the kind of personalized support that can help a line that reads less like a one-off charity push and more like a long-term cause she intends to keep championing. Dame Callie Palmer, Chief Executive of the Royal Marsden NHS Foundation Trust, said at the Royal Marsden, "We are committed to ensuring every patient has the personalised support they need as they navigate their diagnosis, treatment and life beyond cancer." A patient's cancer journey doesn't stop when active treatment stops. It's important to treat the whole person, not just the illness. She added, "The Princess's commitment to the Royal Marsden stems from a deep empathy for those facing similar challenges, and we are immensely grateful for this generous support that will make a difference to the lives of so many cancer patients and their families. And the funds raised will help more people with cancer benefit from holistic care." The goal is to create a blueprint for change, so this supportive care becomes a standard part of cancer treatment nationally. To make that happen, the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity has now launched a specially designed fundraising page, opening the door for members of the public right across the country to donate directly toward the same cause Kate just climbed 3 mountains for. So this isn't a closed one-time royal gesture. It's designed to turn into an ongoing national fundraising effort that anyone watching this video could actually take part in. So here is what we learned. Kate Middleton climbed the 3 highest peaks in Britain in 24 hours. She did it solo, just over a year after finishing chemotherapy, and only weeks after stepping back into public royal life at Ascot. She did it to raise money for the hospital that treated her. She did it to send a message to cancer survivors everywhere. She did it to show that life beyond diagnosis is possible. And when she finished, her husband and 3 children were waiting for her. That is not just a royal story. That is a human story. A story of resilience, a story of hope, a story that will inspire millions. So here is my question for you. What do you think about Kate's 3 Peaks Challenge? Does her story inspire you? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Royal News Spot, because the truth about the future Queen is a story worth telling. This is Royal News Spot, the crown uncovered. See you in the next one.